I had a up and down relationship with my girl Annabelle, man. First movie, not crazy about. Boy, I remember. You remember when we did that review? That's back when we would do it in that apartment.
Oh, was it that long ago?
We did half a show and then left to go see the movie because it started at 8, and then came back and finished the rest of the show. We actually had a cliffhanger.
What's that? The fairy mail. They put coins all over the eyes of the dead so you could take their souls. What about the doll that's in there? Annabelle. She's in a case for a reason.
If you missed that shirt, there'll be more shirts coming up. You know, we get limited run shirts every now and then, but I tell you what will always be in there is that classic black tooth white logo. Also, we have other shirts there. We got logos with vibrant colors. We have other t-shirts, jerseys, and we got even shirts for your little baby up in there. But remember also, people, that we get by with your donations, mainly your subscriptions too. That's our main source, your support. So please donate, subscribe. So I was about to write her off, man. No,
Yeah, she don't do nothing.
No, don't tell her to lose my number. I ain't with that chick no more. But you know, we had a little fling, man. When she came back,
took her back.
I took her back for a little back. She said, "Look, last time I was just playing Annabelle, but this time I'm Annabelle creation. See, you didn't know me last time. You know, you didn't. It was quick. We didn't really get to know each other that well. This time, you get to hear about my origin story."
After Samuel and I lost our daughter.
That should not be funny, but come on. Oh, here's a family stranded by the side of the road. Let me speed up all the way.
I just like the way they said, after my husband and I lost our daughter, we took our off of them for a second. Bam!
We prayed to see our girl again. We soon realized it wasn't our daughter.
Oh, shit. You know what? At that point, I said, "Girl, I think I understand you now.
I didn't know your story.
I think I think we can make this relationship work. I think we're ready to take that to that next level. You know what? Why don't you go ahead and just move in? You know, just move your shit in, man. Yeah, we can cohabitate." So now, that's a lot. That's, you know, even though everybody got the backstory on Annabelle, people been wondering, yeah, but when's she coming home? Martin, when my baby coming back home? And I had to tell you, man, with this, she has come back home, but everybody wants to know now that she's here, what's happening? And
When she leaving?
when she gonna go? Everybody wants to know how did Annabelle get home? You know, story about she catch a lube. The couples join together, Martin. Why are we fighting each other?
I mean, it sounds like a sex act, but sure.
Lube her. Oh, how did Annabelle get in the house? And like they say, most importantly, what does she do when she gets in there? And this is not only just Annabelle's continued story, but it's the continued story of the Conjuring. The Conjuring. The Warrens.
Yeah.
Ed and Louise, whatever her name is, Warren out there. And this time, Louise, I don't know what her name is.
The fake ghost hunters.
But this time, you know, it's one thing to have these parents dealing with all these evil things, but now they bringing in the kid, bringing in their daughter Judy. This takes place in the 70s. Mm-hmm. You know, all these are period pieces usually.
Right. Yeah. Even the first Annabelle was.
Yeah. And Ed and Lorraine are their names, played by Vera Farmiga and also
Patrick Wilson.
And this one, you know, they bring the doll home and thinking that everything's okay. And of course, you know, that doll's always gonna find a way to up something. Just because you got my ass in a glass case. Don't stop me. Because she said, you know what? Even though you got me in a glass case, I got connections on the outside.
Right. And then they put her in the room with all the haunted evil treasures they've collected.
Yeah.
And it's one room with this little bitty key.
This little bitty key,
that separates the world from all this massive evil.
You don't even, boy, you don't know, Martin.
And aren't there windows in that room?
You don't, Martin. You don't even know, Martin.
I'm just going by the trailer.
Boy, I'm going by the movie. Boy, you don't know, Mark. You just don't know. Right now, oh boy, you just hit the tip of the I like the way Martin's listening up here, like trying to make sense. Boy, wait till you hear the rest of this, because this time, mom and dad ain't in the house. It's just Judy and the babysitter, a friend, another dude, and the doll together. And since mom and dad ain't there to protect her, Annabelle just starts bullying that ass. She can't get she, even though she's the laziest bully I've ever seen. She's just sitting in the check. Go get her.
Come over here so I can punch you.
Grab her lunch money. Let's go ahead and take a look.
She's a boss.
Yeah, she is kind of, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer.
Yeah.
Nice doll.
Sir, get out the car. What I do, officer? Look at the back seat. What you think? There's a dead, decomposing body back there. The funny thing with this is that I gotta tell you, they don't waste no time, and Annabelle don't waste no time. Mm-hmm. They had just picked up this doll from a freaked out family. Some family said, get this shit out the house. Take it. We don't want it here. And they don't even get an hour down the road before Annabelle just starts with them. Ed gets they get about an hour down the road, and Ed gets out to just fix the car, man.
Yeah.
Just fix the car. And like, and if you haven't got this already, Annabelle, the reason why she don't really move, because she just with her mind just talks to other spirits and shit. Yeah, she's like they say, she's a conduit for evil spirits out there. And Ed gets out the car to fix it, because it just stops. And while he's out, and this is some petty shit. While he's out there trying to fix the car, Annabelle just talks to a random ghost and just says, "You know what? I'll give you some ass if you hit that bitch with a truck."
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow. Annabelle possessed a truck. and even possessed a truck. Just got another ghost to just say, "Hey, drive that truck and hit that bitch."
I'm so sorry. All of a sudden, it was like somebody took over my truck. I had no control.
That is so lame.
You know, I guess it didn't help that the car stopped conveniently in front of a cemetery. Yeah. Out of all this long stretch of road, that shit just conveniently stopped in front of a cemetery. Now, I know that this is the Conjuring spooky universe, but goddamn, come on. That's way too convenient right there. Come on, man. This is even before the titles. First off, we get this long prologue where they finally get home, and they put up some big explanations, still trying to get us to buy this bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know, still trying to like make us believe that this is not a hoax, but oh, these are based on real events. Get the f out. But you know, they finally hit the title screen, and I'm thinking, well, you know, I'll give them this. Before we even get to the title screen, they have set up a good mood.
Okay.
You know, like I said, man, they got, okay, so in the first 5 minutes, we already have a graveyard, evil spirits protesting out in the middle of the street.
Sure.
And Annabelle already tried to kill him. So, you know.
Right. No, it's Universal's Fright Night.
Yeah, man. It's kind of like, you know what? I give it to Annabelle. She came with it before the movie even starts. Mm-hmm. So the Warren family comes in. They drop the doll off real quick. They do a couple of Hail Marys. They kiss little June, and then they say, "We out." They go back to Ghostbusting. They leave them.
They leave their kid there.
They leave little June. Like, where the f y'all going?
So this is really like a spinoff from you have a main TV show, you do a spinoff, but you have some stars from the main show pop on the spinoff just to get the ratings
Yeah,
up.
that's kind of how it is. Like they just come in and kind of pass it off.
Right.
So because these two parents, Lorraine and Wilma, whatever the fucking name, what's his name, Ed and Lorraine.
Ed and Lorraine.
They come in. I mean, immediately they don't even take a shower. They gone, and they just leave and they leave little Judy at home with this fucking doll.
Wait.
And along with the it's her, the doll, and they're like, well, don't worry about it because we also have a babysitter. They also give you a tour, and it's pretty cool. They give you a tour of that evil basement.
Yeah.
And they show you everything that they got in there. They got like a crazy cast of toys and appliances, just showing you all these things that later on are going to lose their shit.
Sure.
And yet somehow they got this house with a fresh evil doll, all these haunted items, and they say it's okay to leave kids at home by themselves. Yeah, because the babysitter is not even a full-grown person. The babysitter is a teenager. Mm-hmm. That's Madison Eisman as Mary. They are living in Satan's museum, and they leave these kids alone with no adult supervision. These are the most irresponsible ass parents I have ever seen. No, when you actually see the movie, when you watch the movie, no kid should be allowed anywhere near that house. Mm-hmm. No adults should be in that house. That house should be blown up by the government. Like like the Vatican should shoot that shit down with a holy missile. Uh-huh. That shit should not exist. Now the friend of the babysitter has to come over. Daniela, played by Katie Sarifi. And when she comes over, she, like teenagers would do when there's no adult supervision around, she starts snooping, getting into shit she's not supposed to get into.
Breaking into the liquor cabinet, calling over more boys.
Oh, well, shit, that would be okay. Because, if you broke into the liquor cabinet and you were inviting boys over, well, you'd be too busy to release the evil spirits in the house. For a house that they know is full of evil items, they are lax on security.
Yeah.
When Daniela just starts snooping around the house, because she's heard, all the neighborhood has heard rumors about the crazy haunted house down the street.
Yeah.
And everybody's heard about the room of horrors that they have. And so she comes in, she's on the inside now. She's like, well, shit, I got to find this. And so, and here's the thing, Martin. She finds the keys easily behind a picture. Now, you thinking of some Scooby-Doo shit where you flip the picture open and there's a vault behind there. You got to crack, to get in. And then that's where the keys are. No, that picture is just a family photo on a desk out in the open. And the keys behind it just playing peekaboo. All you got to do is come on there, just flip the picture down, and the keys are right there.
Oh, it's like that?
Yeah, the keys are right there.
Oh, so, okay. Wow.
Yeah, she just bumps into a table, and the picture falls like, oh, really? That easy, huh? Yeah, man. And, and she's the one to open up Annabelle's, Annabelle's glass with her nosy ass. And, of course, when she does that, all hell breaks loose. All these characters, all these central characters are what makes up a slasher movie. Mm-hmm. They have the makings of a slasher film. Now think about it. You have the babysitter. Mm-hmm. You have the edgy best friend of the babysitter. Right. There's a cute guy that comes by in the movie. Shit, spirits. There's a cute guy that even comes by. And normally,
is there a funny guy?
The cute guy is the funny guy.
Oh, okay.
And normally when you have these things, all these people are there just to die. Mm-hmm. Because what happens is it's like the babysitter ends up having sex with the cute guy. Boom, you got two done right there. Uh-huh. The bitchy friend, well, nobody likes her anyway, so she got to go. And there's a bully. Usually with movies with teens today or kids, there has to be a bully. Yeah. They do have a bully in this movie. Okay. Of course, in a slasher movie, the bully would be talking shit and realize, he would die too. These characters go against type.
Okay.
You know, none of them are annoying. They're all kind of, you know, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're either cool or they're kind of just cute in a nervous kind of way. They're all loving with each other. You know, I mean, they all support each other. It's you know, I actually like the characters here. And you know something? It's at this point that you realize it becomes very clear that even, you know, regardless of what you've seen with the other movies, and regardless how freaky Annabelle looks, this is the more kid-friendly entry into the Conjuring universe. Yeah, this is this. When I say kid-friendly, it's leaning more on teens.
Okay.
So this is this is not because you know it's very light compared to everything else that they've done so far. It's almost like a reverse Home Alone in a way where the spirits are already in the house and they trying to get the out and they won't let them. And they have to kind of stick together. You know, it's definitely more adventurous. In the movie, Annabelle is really the bad teenager, because you know, just like many teen movies of all types, the parents leave. And of course, the teenagers that are left behind are like, well, shit, let's throw a party, you know, and they throw a party when they're not supposed to. They start tearing up shit. You know, the teenagers here and the kids, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. It's like, because once Ed and Lorraine leave, Annabelle's the one like, shit, let's get this shit popping right now.
So she's Ma.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just all the evil items, they pull out a keg and they just lose their fucking minds, man. They just had one big evil party. When you have this setup going on, you do have the potential for a sort of a like Goosebumps level horror.
Yeah.
For teens. You know, because what you have here is like all these items that are coming to life after Annabelle starts doing her thing. You know, all these items, they all have their own backstory, and you're thinking, man, wouldn't it be fun to see what kind of torment they're going to bring to these kids in their own style?
Yeah.
And especially when you consider how creative the spirits and the demons got, man. Because, you know, like one spirit's like, well, shit, I'm gonna hunt a house, and be like, man, that's just passe, man. Everybody hunts houses. Shit, I'm gonna hunt this board game, right? I'm gonna hunt a typewriter, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing is like, shit, I'm gonna hunt this TV. You know, they are hunting appliances in this and weird things that you just don't see. And that's been the allure of all these, you know, the Warrens' evil room. Is like it's just common, ordinary things that you wouldn't expect. It's like, why would a demon even waste their time on this? A board game.
Yeah.
Some shit that ain't even fun. You know, it's like they got, they got cool things. Between the regular items, they got, you know, when you saw in the trailer, man, they got, it's a badass museum. It's like trying to keep these spirits back. Make people pay for this shit. They got a samurai suit that just screams.
What? Yeah. That's what that thing does?
Yeah. And it's tricky too, because people walk by the samurai suit and you hear, you hear, and people like, what'd you say? The fuck out of here, man. What the? Shit! Shit, they even threw in a werewolf. I'm not lying. They threw in a werewolf.
How do you do that?
The fuck I know. I didn't ask any questions. I just like, it looks cool. They tried to give you some little backstory there. This dude was hunted by a dog back in the day. It's like, come on. A dude got hunted by fog, so now it's like, it's a werewolf that rides fog. Like that, like he comes out like he's giving a concert. Like the fog comes like that. Like that one dude just like, he's like, what the fuck is that? It was a bunch of fog, and then that werewolf came like, I woo! I mean, he made an entrance, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore. Sure. The motivations seem to make sense too in the beginning. Because it all seems weird what I'm talking about. Like, I'm giving Daniela right here kind of a bad rap. She's not just being nosy. She's not snooping around. She actually, she lost her father, and she's trying to make contact.
Trying to find him.
And she's trying to find him. And it's like, damn, how evil was your father then? My father was a piece of shit. I'm sure he'll be in this room somewhere.
Stuffed and mounted.
She figured like, well, these are the only ghost people I know. These are the only people I know that like keep ghosts in their room. Maybe there's some kind of way I can make a connection. So that's why she's trying to do it. She's trying to communicate with her father through the only spiritual portal that she knows of in the neighborhood. If you have all these things coming together, it could be a lot of fun.
Sure.
Just to see these things do something. But once the spirits get loose in the house, they just don't do a whole lot with them. That's where I'm disappointed with the film. You have all this potential with all these creatures in the forms of appliances and suits and TVs, and I know I use this term all the time, but you already said it, and this is probably the most literal example of that I've ever seen. It is a spook house.
Yeah.
Halloween come around, you need to like have a nice spook house for your carnival or your church or something.
You want some inspiration?
Yeah, you call Annabelle for that. She'll sit back and just call the shots. You hide over there. When a motherfucker walk by, say boo.
She's like a wedding coordinator.
Yeah, she's a wedding coordinator.
For
She's a
Halloween.
spook house coordinator. Y'all sit back and I'm
Places, everyone.
She just sit back and just tells people where to stand until you walk by them. But for a movie, that shit is boring. There's no build up to anything. There's no build up to any kind of no climax to any kind of big villain. There's no the pacing doesn't speed up. And that's what I thought. Like, this is a house that should be going nuts right now.
Yeah.
This house should be like Poltergeist. Everything should be going. It should ramp up higher and higher and higher to the walls of going crazy.
I feel like with a lot of these movies, they don't get that you have to accelerate and ramp up and keep top of yourself. So whatever you have, that's the best. You want to save that for end and have everything build to that. And instead, it just seems to just flatline.
Yeah.
It's the same thing over and over.
No momentum.
Yeah.
is what this lacks.
It's in a cycle where you're like, what's happening is cool, isolated, but altogether, I don't have any feeling for it.
It's not that it's ramping up to anything. It's just small, continuous snippets of I'm walking in the dark, I hear a noise, I walk up to the noise, something jumps out, or the noise gets louder. Mm-hmm. And I gotta tell you, man, and this stereotyping of white people has got to stop, Mark.
You're laughing, but I am starting to feel that. I'm like, all right, it's been a joke for a good 30, 40 years, but enough already.
Martin, I'm telling you, that is y'all. Jake, I've told you this before. Alex, I'm telling you right now, Alex, when I'm saying this, I don't mean anything racist by it. I'm saying that's your stereotype. The dumbass white people in the haunted house. Uh-huh. You're not that stupid, man.
You guys got to fight this.
Yeah, there's something, it's been.
You need an anti-defamation league.
Yeah. Y'all need reparations just for this shit.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's like this.
Love going upstairs.
Yeah, don't.
And
man,
splitting up.
Splitting up or the one that's like, something, like you see some crazy shit right in front of you. You see something right up there ahead of you. But as you look, you like, I should run right now, but oh shit, let me investigate this thing.
Let's go check that out.
Like right here. This girl stop and look at these coins. I'm telling you, there was a creature right in front of her. Right in front of her. And what did she do? She look at this shit and she knows it's something. Right, bitch, you know I'm here.
Man, that thing popped out like it was on a spring.
You know why?
I expect that to be a mechanical head.
You know why it popped out like that? Because he's like, bitch, I'm tired of waiting on your ass. I've been standing up here for an hour. Your girl Annabelle. What is she doing in the movie? Not a goddamn thing.
Once again,
not a goddamn thing.
She doesn't want to break her streak.
This is really beginning to make me angry, man. See, this is why it didn't work out between her and I, because she's lazy. Martin, every object in this movie does something, no matter what it is, Martin. No matter what the is going on. That Martin, they come in the room, that little monkey just start playing a song, clapping those cymbals. that samurai suit, it don't do much, but at least it'll just turn his head just a little bit to show, I'm putting some work in.
Right.
But this bitch right here, she just sitting there. I'm just kind of like, damn, wink your eye, wiggle a foot, something, shit. You know what I'm saying? Do something right here. I like the way even Chuck is like, God damn. Enough's enough. He like, why am I even working? They play with sound by lack of sound. When you're going through, the first time you're going through that haunted basement, or when Daniela goes through the basement, while she's walking, the whole time it's so quiet and there's so much to see. You're just looking behind it, and even you something like, shit, I think that moved. The movie actually plays with your head. Mm-hmm. So I give it a lot of praise for that. Sometimes, and it also helps that it's a period piece. I think all these movies have been really cool because they've been period piece, because it gives them personality, and they get to do things like play with soundtracks and things like that.
I suppose, and they don't have cell phones to bail them out.
They can play with the mood a little too much to where it just don't. Okay, y'all just, now you're forcing it. Because, listen, I would think that if you are in a house full of evil objects, you would try to make that shit as cheerful as possible. These people, they like to create the mood. They like living with evil, because now this is a 70s home, but I mean, and sure, 70s now it's not the most colorful period when it comes to home decor. I mean, people know that y'all live with evil shit. You don't have to always look like it. Mm-hmm. Open some curtains. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, some simple things would make it better. I know I sound like the straight eye for the queer eye, whatever, so or the queer eye for the straight mother, whatever it's called. But
I don't think it's either one of those.
I don't think it's either one of them, but you know what I'm talking about. But I'm no home decorator, but I can look at this and be like, God damn, that's some tacky ass wallpaper. It's like they got all this ugly floral everywhere.
Well,
they got, if you look at it, like they got this ugly floral, everything is shit brown.
Yeah, it's all that brown lighting.
Yeah, and plus it's a brown and yellow lighting, and they got it dim as in there, man.
It's dank.
Yeah, and and I'd be like, no one of these spirits are evil. I'd be mad if I lived in this shithole too. They just go out of their way to do creepy things. It's like little Judy. She wondering why. Wow, man, why because she's almost got like a thing going on, like The Shining, or she's got something going on like the kid from The Sixth Sense. She can see spirits everywhere. And
in a house like that.
Yeah, in a house like this, and it's just kind of like, and then she's like, why are these ghosts always with me? And I'm like, well, shit, you set up the mood lighting for me. I mean, it's the only chick I know go to bed. Sleep in the red and blue and evil green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and then she's surprised while demons are rising up between her legs. It's like, what the fuck you expect? You are in a haunted fucking house. Don't create the mood for them. They got to dress all these other things. They got to dress it actually, it's just a dress. Mm-hmm. And the dress is like, hell, y'all bullshit. I'm going to kill somebody. There's a dress that tries to stab people. Shit, y'all just out here playing. I'm going to cut a motherfucker, man. That's a dress. And that dress, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect. I was talking about that board game. That dress was like, hey, bitch, no, that dress is the main one putting in work. That dress not only tries to cut a bitch, but that dress pinned somebody down and just threw up in their mouth.
A dress?
A dress, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, dress. Got put a chick down and just projectile vomited in somebody's mouth. That character comes back up and don't mention nothing about it. Nothing is said about it. Nothing is followed through. She, like I said, she's not possessed. She ain't shocked. Breath don't stink. Nothing is followed through on that at all. She don't even say I saw a ghost. It's not even followed through at all. Mckenna Grace. Mckenna Grace is actually, I like her too. She actually is. She's the one that knows most about the house. She's the one that knows what to do. So she got leadership skills, man. I like her. And I think she's a cool actress too. I think you're going to see a lot of her coming up. As far as the Conjuring goes, being in the bigger universe of things, it's an interesting entry, as I mentioned, because it's it was it's a curious choice to like really lighten this up a little bit. But I do appreciate that they tried that approach. As I said, I just wish that they would push it more. Some fun scares. I appreciate the lighter tone, and I like the characters. And usually a slow pace can benefit a horror movie greatly, but it is way too slow right here for me. You know, it is way too slow for me. This movie is so slow. It made Annabelle finally move. She's like, ugh. I'm going to bed.
I thought I could wait them out.
Yeah. She like, all right, I'll move. Shit, if y'all
Now
just
I've
end this
heard
shit.
everything.
And it just slows the pacing down to a lull. I give this a rental.
Okay. Like, all the movies in this universe or that are like this, they're all about the same except for those 2 Conjuring movies.
Yeah, and like I said, man, I was looking forward to this because I did enjoy the last Conjuring movie, and I thought, all right, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't for me, but I do like to try to connect this universe because I will tell you this, after seeing what DC did and what Godzilla's doing and everything, at least they're taking their time.
Yeah.
Kinda. But you know,
I mean, they don't have a lot they're working with.
No, that is true. You'd be like, Annabelle comes home, boom, she home. You know,
I mean, you got the Warrens and Annabelle in the same movie, so this is their Justice League.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because who else could you add? With the Nun?
And they're trying. They will. No, they will add that. It's all gonna come full circle.
Right.
It's all gonna come full circle, and they're gonna fight Jesus. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't be scared to hit that subscribe button. And you know what? If you really love me, you know what you'll do? You'll go to our main site, doubletoasted.com, because over there we got the long version of this video, uncensored, unedited, and we also have the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at dtmerch.com, and remember to always stay. I'll keep you here as long as I can. Toasty!